Good morning, guys. We are back in Levittown, Long Island, and we are at the same property that we just built an awesome pond at in their backyard. So if you haven't seen that video, click right up here to get to that link, and you guys get to see what we just created in their backyard. But the reason why we have another video today is because we're actually going to be working in the front yard. So right now, if you remember the video from last week, he has this pondless waterfall. This is something that the previous homeowner did, and he loves it, so he wants to keep it. Even though there's liner showing here and there, it still runs perfectly fine, but we may be adding an autofill just so he doesn't have to top it off, because the system is a little top heavy. The reservoir down there is actually just made of 2 plastic bins and doesn't really hold enough water because we have some large pooling areas up here and a lot of stream. But the reason why we're in the front yard today is because of this little tub pond. So normally with these tub ponds, doesn't have a filter, there is no skimmer, the pump just sits right there. He has no fish and the water just still stays green. As you can see, when you don't have any mechanical filtration, you have swarms of larvae, mosquito larvae to be specific. So this is just a breeding house for mosquitoes, but if you have a mechanical skimmer, all those eggs and all that larva get sucked into the skimmer where they can't survive, and you don't have mosquitoes if it's built properly. Another reason why we're taking out this tub pond is because of this waterfall right here. Previous homeowners only use mortar in this waterfall, so there is no liner. Unlike this one actually has a liner. So this waterfall does unfortunately leak, so he is out here every single day, every time he turns this on, to fill up this pond, because that is how much it leaks. So what we're going to do is rip this from here on out and build him a 4-foot pondless waterfall. And the reason why we're here today is to transform this tub pond into this. When building a pondless waterfall, here's what not to do.
Alright guys, so when you're building a pondless waterfall or any waterfall, what you want not to do is mortar all your rocks like this. And then on the back side, as you can see, they have all this foam. It's got to be at least a couple inches thick. But foam, waterfall foam, is not used as a waterproofer. It's just used to redirect water. That's what we use waterfall foam. So you definitely want a liner underneath your rocks when you're building a waterfall.
They use this. This is like 3 mil poly sheeting. This is basically what you use to cover a room when you're going to paint it. This is not the proper liner. So when you're building a waterfall, don't use that poly sheeting. Don't use waterfall as foam as a sealant. Just use the right liner, build it right, and then you'll have a waterfall that lasts you years. that is it. We've completed our Serenity pondless package, our 4-foot pondless, right at this front door of this home. You've seen our last video, we just built that 8x16 pond with the intake bay right in the backyard. They had a little tub pond in the front yard like we showed you in the beginning. It was just green, the waterfall leaked, so they got us to go in the front yard and rip it out and redo it the right way. So let me turn you guys around and show you what we did here.